What's everyone saying? It's your boy Summon Exposed back again. Once again, I'm international. I've been using the passport. I'm here today in Paris, in France. Behind me there is Jaures metro station. And in today's video, I want to look at one of Paris's most unique metro lines. We're gonna have a look at line 7 bis, and you're gonna be joining me. So, whilst the Gabba hardstyle event is going on behind me there, we're gonna head on some trains and we're gonna do some exploring. So yeah, let's get on a train and go to some random place in the 19th arrondissement.
The Paris Metro has 16 lines, with 4 more in construction as part of the Grand Paris Express, and there's another one also in the pipeline. Each line has its own charms, smells, and interesting characters, but there are 2 which are essentially side pieces to their main chick, line 3 bis and line 7 bis. And today I want to have a look at the more intriguing of the 2, the 7 bis, starting off here at Jaures. The bis lines are essentially old branch lines of their host metro lines that were eventually spun off. The 7 bis was introduced in 1967, previously being part of line 7 since 1911. To the north of the city where the 7 bis is located, the line 7 had 2 branches, one out to Pré Saint-Gervais and one up to Porte de la Villette, which was a much busier section. Following a survey in 1960, it was decided that the quieter branch out to Pré Saint-Gervais is to be split off, forming line 7 bis in 1967. The line is one of the city's quietest and most unique, so let's have a look at the line and pop around to a couple of the stations. Whilst we're here, let's have a look at Jaures, where the line interchanges with the 2 and the 5. The 2 runs above ground on a viaduct that crosses a large part of the city. Line 5 is found underground. Jaures is located in the 10th arrondissement and is named, like many other metro stations across the country, after Jean Jaures, the French socialist politician, newspaper editor, and campaigner for the prevention of war, who was assassinated in July 1914, essentially resulting in France's entry into World War I 3 days later. We're here to look at these beauties as we look to head to the terminus at Louis Blanc. Here is where the 7 bis splits off from the 7, and that is very evident with the 2 sets of island platforms. Louis Blanc, 10th arrondissement, named after the road Louis Blanc. Louis Blanc was another socialist politician and journalist whose work had helped to contribute to the rise of socialism in France. As we head back on ourselves, let's have a look at the trains on the line. The 7 bis operates a set of 9 MF88 trains, formed of 3 cars, which were introduced in 1993. These trains are unique in many senses, having been constructed as a modified version of the BOA prototype train sets, which themselves were modified versions of the MF77 trains found on lines 7 and 8. The trains only have 3 carriages, which were interconnected. A first for Paris. They had special bogies fitted, helping the trains around sharp curves, as well as having new motor types and computer systems. These MF88s are classic. They've got the doors that open by pushing that little button. They've got the super comfortable and bouncy seats, and they do have a little bit of speed to them. They remind me of the old MS61 trains that used to run on the RER-A. Next on our adventure, Bolivar in the 19th arrondissement. Home to 2 platforms, the station was named after Avenue Simon Bolivar, which was named after Simon Bolivar, the Venezuelan military officer. In 2021, Bolivar was found to be the 5th least used Paris metro station, with 367,598 entrances. You'll find I say least used quite a few times in this video. This line is very quiet. But remember, the Parisian stats only measure entrances, basically because you don't need to tap a ticket to get out of the metro in most cases, only to enter, so there isn't really a reliable stat for both entrances and exits.
The one thing is, Jaures is here, yeah? We've literally just gone down the road to Bolivar. But the thing is, there's Colonel Fabien ici, here. That's a 5-minute walk. 5-minute walk, and you've got better connections, whatnot. You've got to the 2. There's not really much going on around here.
Next stop, Chaumont in the 19th arrondissement. Home to 2 platforms, the station is located near the Parc de Chaumont, which is probably one of the nicest parks in Paris. The station is the 4th least used metro station, and once again, it's very quiet.
Now you're mocking it. You're mocking it. There's even more. Oh, mais c'est quoi ça? Good thing I didn't do leg day. This is leg day. Me like a fool. How the f did I not take the lift? Next one, we're taking the lift, man. We're going back down in the lift. Oh, yo, yo, yo.
You've got runners on their 5Ks, dogs and stuff, nice views across the sea, and I don't know, it's just got that hipster feel, you know. I feel like a young professional walking through the park.
Right, executive decision. I'm not going back into Chaumont station. I'm gonna walk to the next stop, Botzaris, which is just down the road.
We head down to our next station on the other side of the park at Botzaris, still in the 19th, where the trains here split off onto a one-directional loop anti-clockwise. Botzaris features one of them well-known Kumar entrances, which is one of only 80 or so that remain on the network. They would have originally been constructed between 1900 and 1913 in their iconic Art Nouveau style, and now remain as an important cultural symbol of the iconic Paris metro. Botzaris has 2 platforms as well, and was named, well, I guess the street above was named after Marcos Botzaris, a revered army hero influential in his part in the Greek War of Independence. The station was the 12th least used station. Now it's time to branch off and make a tour around the loop. Next up, Place des Fetes in the 19th, which features 4 platforms. 1/2 for the 7 bis and 2 for the 11. The 11 was recently extended out east from its former terminus at Mairie des Lilas, with 6 new stations out to Rosny-Bois-Perrier in June 2024, only a few days before the Line 14 extensions. Check out my video here. Via Line 11, you can get down to Porte des Lilas, where you can also hop on the 3 bis if you wish to. By the way, I love the new trains on the 11. Oi, I love them.
I'm telling you, this metro system is just a whole leg workout, man. Honestly, it's not accessible at all.
Now, this section between Place des Fetes and the supposed terminus at Pré Saint-Gervais is where past us, well, very past us, you know, centuries ago, at least a century ago, could have had a nice cheeky trip down past one of Paris's many ghost stations, Axel. The line down to Axel would have headed further to link down with the 3 bis at Porte des Lilas. The line was cooked up in the 1920s, okay, so just about a century, and everything was ready, minus the station building, an entrance, but for cost reasons, the station never opened. The line between Pré Saint-Gervais and Porte des Lilas was used as a shuttle for a couple of years before being stopped in 1956. Now it lies empty with ghosts and ghouls and stuff, but every once in a while there are opportunities to go down there and take a cheeky peek. Quite a bit of filming happens down this line, including on an abandoned platform at Porte des Lilas station, which is known as Porte des Lilas Cinema. There are plans to merge the 3 bis and 7 bis into one line, using the line through Axel with the potential of the station opening up. The new line would take the 2 bis names, mix them up, and extend it west from Louis Blanc to Château-Landon, which is planned to have a link built with the RERE. Enough chatting, this is Pré Saint-Gervais, 2 platforms with only 1 in use in the 19th, and is a short walk to tram T3 at Hôpital Robert Debrief. The station is the 3rd least used on the Paris Metro. Here, trains may be stationary for an extended period of time for timetabling reasons, much like how Heathrow Terminal 4 on the Piccadilly line works out. Back on the roll, and we're at our last stop, Danube. 2 platforms with only 1 in use in the 19th, and the 7th least used station on the metro.
Well, this is the last station, Danube. We're gonna have a look around and yeah, head back to Botzaris, where we will do a little debrief.
Named after Place de Rhin and Danube, the street commemorates some of the French army's efforts in World War II in battles on the Rhine and Danube rivers. The station is built on a former quarry, and as a result of that, it is within quite unstable ground. The station has been built on foundations in the form of pillars that are around 30 meters tall. Right. Back on the train for us for a quick debrief at Botzaris.
Right, it's the next day. I said I was gonna do a debrief yesterday, but that did not happen. I was going to a concert, it was getting dark, I wanted some food, and I was in a bit of a rush. So yeah, it was nice to explore the 7 bis. I have a lot to say about the Paris Metro network. That could be another video in itself, and it's nice to see a little quirk of the city, the system. It's a very nice area, you know, the 19th, in some parts, for sure. I'm in the 19th right now. Behind me is Jaures. Lumiere on line 5 is in front of me. I'm just gonna head to the metro. But yeah, in terms of the 7 beasts, it really did feel like no one's really going on the 7 beasts just to travel on the 7 beasts, except for me. I looked like an idiot. Most people are coming from the 7, or they're coming from other lines like the 5 or the 2, and then they're connecting onto the 7 beasts just to end their journey. Some stops were very quiet. All the stops were very quiet, except for like Louis Blanc and Place des Fetes as well. But yeah, I am in front of Lumiere station right now. I'm gonna head and do some other videos. If you like this one, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. More content from Paris coming soon. I'll see you in the next one. It's been your boy, Someone Explores. Bye 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 bye.